Hello everybody and welcome back to Sunshine Islands. It is the 4th day of winter today, which means that we are going to take part in the snow festival. I'm hoping this year that we're going to be able to make the largest snowman. The same villagers attend every single year, and for the most part we've been very close to befriending the villagers that were sort of just below the line of being able to build that snowman with us. Plus, we also have Witch Princess coming, and I'm not sure if your spouse counts towards the total, but I don't see why they wouldn't. So it is a fresh, brand new day today, and I gotta tell everybody, it has been a very exciting month, and it's felt like a super long month already because I spent, I don't even know how long, mining yesterday. And I wanted to walk away from it, but I was just getting so far down, and it was really exciting. And I had kind of tried to calculate a rough estimate of my mining points before I started, and I knew for sure that there was absolutely no way that I was going to make it to the bottom of the mine. But I made it a lot further than I thought I would, and it's definitely a very feasible goal for me to get down to the bottom once I have the required amount of mining points, because my cooking is just at such a high level now. I can cook more complex dishes, and I have so many ingredients at my disposal. And it's just a really good feeling to be able to make some progress. So once I feed the animals, I'm gonna just talk a little bit more about that, because that's something that I want to include in this video. It's kind of a weird spot I'm in because I have so many things I want to talk about, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna be enough to be able to cover doing content for that particular subject in one video, or if it was better just to do one long video. So I think one long video is kind of the way to go. I can't believe it's only the 4th day of winter, but I guess when you spend literal hours in the mine, it's not like you're progressing time any. So of course in the winter time we have to keep our barn animals inside. I have had nothing but snow. It has snowed every single day, and so it wouldn't be a good idea for me to leave any of the animals outside. The chickens I can drag outside if it becomes sunny, but it's just been snow. My fences broke down a few days ago, so I replaced the ones that are just regular material stone. And I forgot that I actually do have one piece of golden lumber in my cabinet that the monkeys brought for me. So I'll need to put that out the next time I remember, the next time our fences break down. So I'm just going to take a bit of a break here to talk a little bit more about the mining that I did. So to give you an idea of just how much mining I didn't ship any of the stuff that I got yesterday. And as you can see, some of these stacks of jewels are insane. I mean, I'm not going to take the time to individually add up how many gems we have here in total, but as you can see, it's a lot. 70, 67, we have over 50 diamonds, almost 50 amethysts. I mean, it's pretty significant. I think the only things that I actually put away were the ores. I also obtained 5 of the mythic stones. I had something like 17 or 18 pieces of adamantite, and I do believe I had close to 20 pieces of orichalcum. I decided to store these just because I may or may not need them in the future. I definitely don't think I need adamantite at this point. I may need one for the quality maker if I ever actually get to that point, but that is such an expensive upgrade that I sort of doubt it. But there are some accessories that we might be able to have Charlie make us. So there are a few things that I didn't have in my total here inside of my rucksack, but still very, very impressive. And I'm looking forward to shipping all of this stuff because I can't wait to get a big fat payload off of all of this stuff, and shipping it will also increase my mining level. And so next time I go mining, I'm not gonna go really, really, really crazy and go down as far as I can, because I think I need to be able to increase my mining level by quite a significant amount before I can go down any further. So I managed to reach floor 125, and there are 225 floors in total. So I actually managed to get down very, very, very far. There is a special ore on the 125th floor that I have yet to get at any point, and it's very expensive and very rare, and unfortunately I was not able to get that, and I'm not sure if that has to do with the fact that my mining level isn't high enough to go past that floor, or if I just had bad luck. But either way, using save states, saving and reloading, digging around to try and find the staircase, and mining along the way, I managed to get down to floor 125, whereas I think before, when I started, the furthest down I had ever gotten was floor 77, so quite an achievement. I'm very, very happy about that. And that was really it. It doesn't seem like much when I tell the story to everybody who's listening / watching, but if you have ever played this game, and especially if you've played this game on the actual cartridge, you will know how much of an absolute pain mining is and how time-consuming it is. Ooh, wow. This is awesome. This is a pretty good haul. I have to check. I think the ducks, they must be near 10 hearts because they have been giving me fish fossils. I think this is the 3rd or 4th day in a row. I've gotten lots of large fish, medium fish. I haven't gotten garbage in a while, so fish bones are kind of a surprise, but I can't really complain with how well that they've been doing. Their friendship has got to be very, very high, because at this point, it's definitely worth my time to continue to give them stuff. I mean, it's pretty incredible. I'm gonna put out a large fish for them. The only thing I really use large fish for at this time is cooking anyways, so might as well give it to the ducks and they will go and get me some more stuff. Luckily, using save states and playing this on an emulator, mining does become easier, and it becomes easier in the sense that you are able to save a ton of stamina, and you're able to better choose where it is that you're using your resources, because you can save at the beginning of a floor using the save state, and you can find the staircase and then reload the save state, whereas if you're saving to the cartridge, if you do that, you save at the beginning of a floor and you find the staircase and you go to reload, when you reload, the staircase is actually in a different spot, which is just so frustrating. Especially when you're playing something like Friends of Mineral Town or even the Mineral Town remake, and mad props to them for not changing that in a remake. That is a game where the staircase never changes, so if you load or you save onto the cartridge, when you get onto the floor, you dig around and you load, the staircase is going to be in the same place. It doesn't move. So this game, once again, has just made things much more difficult than they need to be. And so I am thankful that it is easier for me to do, but it is still difficult. Alright, so who didn't join us last year? I think Witchkin was out. Karen and Potpourri were both out. Chen was out, and I want to say maybe Nathan was out. Possibly. So obviously we're gonna ask Witch Princess for her help, and she's gonna say yes, which is fantastic. I've been giving Chen some cooked items, so he should be able to help us, which I'm very jazzed about because he was definitely not on our side last time. Taro will help us. Nathan, I think, will help us. I talk to him almost every day, but I don't give him gifts very often. Oh, but it looks like he will. Okay. Well, that's exciting. Regis, I have almost maxed, so that's not going to be a problem. Felicia and Mirabelle, I both have at 10 hearts max friendship. And Elisa has decent friendship as well. And I've been giving Potpourri her favorite gift because I'm able to make it now that I have access to rice. And so it's a little iffy. Oh, okay, so she too is in, which is great. That must have just happened. I must have gotten very, very lucky because it's not like I had a lot of hearts with her previously, but hey, that's good news. Ooh, strike out with Karen, strike one. And I think all the kids are going to be in. I know Charlie and Eliza for sure. It's just going to come down to Witchkin now. Another villager I haven't really taken the time to give a lot of gifts to, but I do talk to her and I do give her the occasional gift. Aha! Perfect. Wow, Karen, you're gonna be real lonely. You are quite literally the only person who decided to sit this one out, so we're gonna have a real fun time without you. So I'm pretty confident that we're gonna be able to make the large snowman. Ooh, yeah, look at that thing. Oh, that's a beaut. Alright. So, short-lived festival, nothing really to talk about there, but I did want to show that on screen because I was hoping that we were going to get the large snowman, and what that also means is that I no longer have to cover the snow festival for the duration of this game because we have seen the small, the medium, and the large snowman. So next year, really, I can just focus on doing updates when I want at a nice laid back pace, pretty much right up until the second to last week of winter, because there's not a whole lot going on. We're going to be skipping Harmony Day. The 19th is a big day, of course, because it's our birthday and the mining festival. And then we have a few things kind of going on at the end of the month, but the Snow Festival was really the only big sort of celebration that was up and coming. So, yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to load my game, and I can hardly contain my excitement. I'm so excited, everybody, seriously, because oh my god, here I am in Chen's shop. It's the second day of winter. We're going to go to his buy menu. An orange wonderful. Oh my god, you guys. So exciting. And for $10,000, are you kidding me? He could charge me $100,000 and I would still buy this. Everybody who has been watching this for the last year that I have been doing this Let's Play has heard me talk non-stop all the time about how incredibly useful Orange Wonderfuls are, and I have not been able to get one to save my life. Haven't been able to get one from festivals, nothing. So what I decided to do was I decided to do the trick to get the Wonderful. And I was hesitant to do it in previous years because it is very time consuming, and I didn't quite understand the formula at first. But once I understood it, it's fairly easy to understand. But yes, it is very, very time consuming. So basically what I did was I saved my game on the night of the first day of winter. And I knew what color I wanted. I wanted an orange. So basically what I had to do was I had to swing one of my tools. I just chose my axe once. So I would just swing my axe, go to bed, wake up, check Chen's shop. If the Wonderful wasn't there, I would reload. I would swing my axe twice, go to bed, wake up, check Chen's shop, so on and so forth. And I did this as many times as I had to in order to be able to get the Wonderful. And basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get certain farm degrees to line up so that the last two digits are exactly the same. So in the case of an Orange Wonderful, basically what it does is it looks at the values of your cooking points, and it wants you to match the last two digits of the other category. And again, this is a total BS system because there is no way for you to see your points. I have absolutely no idea how many cooking points I have. I have absolutely no idea how many other points I have. The only thing I do know is that if by swinging my axe once, I am increasing my other category by 1 point. So all I had to do was I had to swing my axe as many times as I needed in order to be able to get that Orange Wonderful to show up. So in my case, I actually had fairly decent luck. I had to do this a total of 33 times before the Orange Wonderful showed up in the shop. So what that tells me is that my cooking level, whatever it is, the last two digits are 33. And my other category, whatever it was, had to line up to that. And if I'm not doing a very good job of explaining this, I'm very sorry, because it is a very, very complicated, irritating, and just annoying thing to try and trick the game into giving you wonderfuls. And this was made a little bit easier on the emulator because I could set the speed to go a little bit quicker, so I was able to obviously save, load, swing my axe, run to Chen's much faster than I would if I was just playing this normally, or if I was just playing it on the emulator at regular speed. And I got kind of lucky that the Orange Wonderful is affected by swinging your axe, because there are a few wonderfuls that take into consideration a combination of two different categories that are very, very hard to manipulate. So there's actually a very good chance, if I'm patient enough to do it, that I could get more Orange Wonderfuls this season. If I wanted to, I could also get a red, a green, a blue, or if I'm a mad woman, I could also get a yellow, which I definitely don't want to do. I do not want to see another yellow wonderful again in my life. So Chen will sell you a wonderful every 3 or 4 days after you've purchased the last one from his shop. And you have to keep in mind that he sells a wonderful piece on the 10th day of every season, not just winter. So he won't be able to sell you a wonderful on the 10th day of winter. So I would recommend coming into your house, if you're going to do this trick, with full stamina so that you can swing your tool, and just to pay attention and keep track, because if you're doing this over and over and over again, it is pretty boring and it is easy to lose track. So best case scenario, you're only gonna have to do, let's say, between 1 and 40 swings, and worst case scenario, you'd have to do up to 99 in order to have to match the two numbers up. So my luck wasn't too bad, and I can't even express how so very stoked I am to get an orange. And I don't even care that I have to go to Charlie's, and I'll most likely have to be swapping this wonderful multiple times a day onto different tools. I am just so happy to have this finally, that I'm gonna make great use of it. So I can put it on my milker to get 2 milk from each cow every single day. Similarly, I can put it on my shears before I shear my sheep, and I'll get 2 balls of wool except for 1. And I can even put it in my hammer, and that will allow me to get double the gems, which I forgot to do when I did all of my mining. But imagine if I had. I mean, it doesn't seem like much to think, oh, you're only getting 1 more item, but you think about how much that adds up over time. I mean, this is going to be so useful for allowing us to get these sunstones for the maker machines that require milk, because we'll have that many more products to work with. If I had had the Orange Wonderful for the previous seasons, I could have put it on my sickle, and I would have gotten double the amount of rice, and I would have also been able to get double the amount of fodder to be able to put away for the winter season. So yep, I wanted to make the news about the Orange Wonderful its own video, because I've been trying for like what is this, the 125th video to do this? I've poured so many man hours into it, and I finally just bit the bullet and said, nope, I'm tired. I'm gonna try this saving and reloading trick, and I'm just glad I did it right, and I got some good results. So if I do have the patience to continue to do it, I may try and get myself a few more orange wonderfuls, or I may try and go for a red or a green or something like that. Alright, that's it. I've talked for long enough. Like I said, this is a very, very long video. And I would apologize for it, but I'm so happy that I can't. It's such a relief to just have even one of these orange wonderfuls, and I'm really stoked now that I understand how the trick works to possibly be getting more of them. So like I said earlier, I'm probably just going to sort of do an update when something else comes up. The only real date I'm looking forward to is the 19th day of winter, and we have exactly 15 days from our snow festival, and that gives us a lot of time to accomplish some things. Probably just gonna be doing mining and saving up for that greenhouse, and just gonna keep moving forward, and hopefully I'll have some more interesting things to come up with. Even if I don't, the first few days of winter have just been so crazy already that I just can't believe it. I'm glowing. I'm so happy. This is probably the happiest Sunshine Islands video I've ever done. So I'm gonna go now because I'm sounding like a stark raving lunatic, and hopefully I haven't driven you all away and you will continue to watch. I look forward to it. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.